So, Gilas Pilipinas will now renew their rivalry with South Korea tomorrow. The Philippines and South Korea go way back. Korea has broken the hearts of Filipinos in many games, too many to count. That includes their match in the Jones Cup last month. But the Philippines is hoping to stun South Korea again, like they did in the semifinals of the FIBA Asia Championship back in 2013. The Philippines and South Korea go head-to-head on Wednesday at 11:30 p.m. Philippine time. So what should Gilas watch out for during tomorrow's crucial game against South Korea? Let's ask our guest analyst joining us on the line, 13-year PBA veteran Willy Wilson from the Phoenix Fuel Masters. Willy, good evening. Welcome back.
Okay, thanks for having me.
Willy, first of all, from your vantage point, how nervous should Filipino fans be that Gilas will now go up against, of all teams, South Korea once again?
Well, you know, we have a long running history playing against South Korea. We shouldn't be too nervous because I think we're a lot faster this year, and you know how South Korea loves to really move the ball around. They have a bit of a hybrid dribble drive offense, so we're better equipped this year to handle them.
Okay, now just to provide people with perspective, who's the underdog here? Is it the Philippines or is it South Korea?
Well, traditionally we've been the underdog, but I think this year, with what we've been showing in the previous games, I actually have South Korea as the underdog.
Ooh, Willy Wilson saying South Korea as underdogs. That's certainly good news for Filipino fans. Now, Willy, you've also been impressed with a number of players for Gilas. Maybe we should start with Carl Brian Cruz because he kind of reminds me of you when you first entered the league. Why are you so impressed with Carl Brian Cruz so far?
Well, you know, we know he's undersized. That might be an understatement. He's very undersized going up against the other country's big men. But as we've seen, he's able to battle down low, and he does a really good job of stretching the floor, something that I couldn't do early in my career. But he provides that toughness down low, and he's able to space the floor, and he never backs down.
If Carl Brian Cruz is undersized, Raymond Almazan is not undersized height-wise, but probably would want to bulk up a little bit more, but it doesn't stop him from playing hard. You've also been impressed with Rock and Roll Almazan. Why? Exactly.
We know that we're playing all Filipino this year. We don't have a naturalized player, so our big men have had to step up, namely Raymond Almazan. You see him dunking all over these other countries, and that emotion that he brings out there, kind of reminiscent of what Mark Pingris was bringing to the table. So I've been really impressed with Raymond Almazan's physicality out there for him being as thin as he is, but whatever weight he brings, he uses it very well.
Wow, if I'm Raymond Almazan and you're comparing me to Mark Pingris, I would be absolutely flattered. Another guy who's been compared to Mark Pingris is Christian Stan Hardinger. Now, you look at Stan Hardinger's game, how would you describe it?
Very blue collar and very efficient. I was very impressed with the way he's able to adapt to Philippine basketball and to his teammates. You know, his first time playing with these guys, and he blends in very well. He's meshed in very well with them, and he's bringing that physicality as well, and that no-nonsense, that toughness, that no-back-down blue-collar style.
Some people saying that he's perfect for us, our style of play. Seems to be blending in really well. Have you been surprised with how quickly Stan Hardinger has acclimatized himself with the Philippine team?
Yes, I mean, he's your traditional European-type big man. And so with the Philippines game gearing more towards that style, I think it's perfect for him. I'm very anxious for him to step into the PBA, actually.
Because you're probably the one who will have to box him out.
Yeah, I actually seen him play firsthand. He had a nice little matchup against us. It was very entertaining.
That's a euphemism. I think it was more than just entertaining. Willy, what are the other intangible reasons as to why the Philippines has played so well in the FIBA Asia Cup?
They're playing a very selfless brand of basketball. They're moving the basketball around, and I think the players that they have just complement each other very well. You have a bunch of shooters out there, namely my teammate. So, I mean, it's just they move the basketball around, they share it. They only take open shots, and it's it's showing really good basketball.
Hey, you already mentioned your teammate Matthew, right? Turning out to be one of the best shooters in the tournament. You are probably not surprised.
No, I'm not surprised at all. I think he's one of the best shooters on the planet, actually.
How happy are you for your teammate Matthew Wright?
I'm ecstatic for him. He's getting the chance to show what he can do on the international stage, and I think it's going to be great when he comes back for us. He's going to bring that knowledge and that fight, and he's showing it.
Oh, okay. Now, what can you say about, let's say, the Gilas program overall? We have a separate team that's preparing for the SEA Games, and we have this team in the FIBA Asia Cup. I mean, how satisfied have you been with how the program has been run currently?
Actually, I think it's great the way that they're splitting the two teams up as far as maximizing their exposure. So you have the team that's playing in the SEA Games. I guess the cadets, you would call them, ready to step in as soon as they're needed into the big tournaments, and they're getting meshed into the system that Coach Chot wants to run, and that they're going to be battle tested. So there won't be any questions that will need to be answered, because you have them playing in this tournament answering all the questions for you already.
Once again, Willy Wilson believes underdog for tomorrow is South Korea. Willy, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.